What's up everyone, welcome back. Following the injury to Anthony Davis, the Lakers will now be without a guy who provided them with 23 points per game, nearly 10 rebounds per game, and elite level defense. And if we are being honest here, there is nobody currently available, nor anyone who even has a chance of getting bought out who could hope to replicate that production. However, being able to fully replace Anthony Davis would not be something they could hope for and will not be their goal here. Rather, they will be looking for a player who can help keep them afloat right now, and potentially one who could even have a place on their team moving forward. But if we are talking about temporarily replacing Anthony Davis, we need to be looking at frontcourt players. There may not be many noteworthy names who are currently available, nor are likely to become available either, but I do think there are a few hidden gems. I've already made a couple of videos on a few that I personally like, which could very well be included in here, as we are going to talk about who I believe to be the best replacement options for Anthony Davis. This will include both currently available players and ones who could potentially become available through the buyout market, and in my opinion, they badly need a floor spacing big, so being able to shoot the ball was a big priority here for me when creating this list. But real quick, before we get into all of that, I would like to invite you to become an official member of my channel. Becoming a member will give you early access to my videos, ability to use custom emojis from my channel in the comments section, getting guaranteed replies from me on all of your comments, and more. So if you do enjoy my content and regular uploads, and would like to support my channel in a way that goes simply beyond watching my videos, then I really would appreciate it if you became a member. If you would like to become a member, I'll have the link to join both on the screen and in the video description down below. But without further ado, let's dive into the video, and we are going to begin with a player currently on the South Bay Lakers, with that player being Cam Oliver. With them already having familiarity with Oliver, he could be a good candidate for a 10-day contract. He played with them during training camp, and is one of the few players on their G League team with actual NBA experience. He played well for the Houston Rockets last year, and then earlier this year, he had a brief but productive stint with the Atlanta Hawks. And during both times, he proved capable of playing at the NBA level, averaging over 10 points per game for both teams, finishing at a high level around the rim, and overall looking very comfortable on the court. Which you really cannot overlook, as oftentimes many G League players try to do too much when called up to the NBA, or simply do not yet look comfortable, but that has not been the case for Cam Oliver. In my opinion, he should be on an NBA team right now. You probably cannot expect him to average 10 points per game in a regular role, but he could be a quality backup big to bring off the bench. And especially when you consider his versatility, because in today's NBA, he can arguably play at 2 or 3 different positions. He is most suited to play at power forward, but he can even move to the 5 in a small ball lineup, and is quick enough to even play at small forward at times too. And overall, I really like Cam Oliver as a player. But now moving on to player number 2, where we have Moses Brown, the only completely non-shooting big that I will include in this video. Brown definitely has potential, I will not deny that, although I really doubt the Lakers would pick him up, given his lack of shooting ability, playing time on good teams, and overall development. I'm not sure he would catch their eye. I mean, don't get me wrong, he would definitely be an upgrade over DeAndre Jordan, which although probably does not take all that much, but in regard to his game, he is a good rebounder, good rim protector, and does move fairly well for how big he is. The one thing holding him back from being on a team right now though, would again have to be his shooting ability. No, you do not need to be a shooter to have a job in today's NBA as a big, but it definitely helps. And given the lack of shooting ability that the Lakers already have, I'm not sure they would want to add another completely non-shooter. I know a ton of you like him though, so I did want to briefly mention him. But now moving on to player number 3, where we have Mamadi Diakite, a player that I already made an individual video on. I believe that Diakite would make for a good target. He has already proven to be a good defender, good rebounder, good lob threat, and has even shown the ability to space the floor, and all of that together is not something you can typically find for cheap. Now, he obviously has not been able to do that at a high level regularly yet, but the potential is definitely there. He has everything you'd want from a power forward and center hybrid in today's NBA. And given his athletic ability, youthful energy, and hunger to make a 15-man roster, I think he would make for a great 10-day contract candidate. He just came off of having a great 13-game stint with the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I think he could replicate that production with LA. He would be a great fit for their small ball lineup and would provide them with a big who will actually run the floor with Russ and LeBron. But now moving on to player number 4, where we have another familiar name in DJ Wilson. If you have been keeping up with my content regularly, then you'll know that I already made a video about him as well. Like Diakite, DJ Wilson has a very well-rounded game for a big, and played well for an NBA team earlier this year too. Earlier in 2022, he spent time with the Toronto Raptors on a couple of 10-day contracts, and following that, many Raptor fans were not happy to see him be let go. He brought a lot of energy to their team when they needed it, and he definitely deserves another opportunity. He may not be your traditional big that will only bang down low, but he does offer a lot more versatility, while at the same time being able to play like a traditional big here and there. Because like a traditional big, he can still provide good rebounding, shot contesting at the rim, and be a good lob threat, but what he can do that other traditional bigs cannot do is step out to the 3-point line and knock down a shot, run the floor like a forward, and actually be able to fit well in a small ball lineup. I won't talk your ear off about him though, as I already did that in a prior video. But overall, I think that DJ Wilson would make for a great 10-day contract candidate. But now moving on to our 5th and final player, which happens to be Gorgui Dieng, the only player on here who is not currently available, but one that would likely be the best overall player for their team right now. He is one of the very few centers in the entire league who has shot above 40% from the 3-point line in each of the past 2 years. And combined with his above average defense and rebounding, Gorgui makes for a very underrated big. He is currently rarely getting any playing time at all in Atlanta right now, and because of that, many believe he could potentially be a buyout candidate. In my opinion, he is definitely deserving of a bigger role, and not just being a garbage time player. He would have to request a buyout from them though, so it is far from a guarantee to happen. But if it were to happen, I think he should be one of their top priorities in the buyout market. He would be an immediate upgrade over both DeAndre Jordan and Dwight Howard. He would appear to be a near perfect fit for their team, a guy who can rebound and defend the rim a little bit, while at the same time not being a liability on offense due to being a non-shooter. But with that will conclude my thoughts on 5 frontcourt players that the Lakers could target to help fill in for Anthony Davis. And what do you guys think? Which player would you like to see them go after? Let me know your thoughts by commenting down below and we can talk about it there. But before you go, I would like to invite you to join the official Discord for the channel. If you like having NBA debates and discussion with others in real time, being updated on NBA news, or even being able to chat with me, then you really should think about joining. And if you want additional NBA content from me on YouTube, then I recommend you head over to my second channel called JSM+. I make videos on every NBA team over there, so if you think you might enjoy that, be sure to check it out. That will do it for this video though. Big thank you to everyone who took the time to watch until the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and turn on notifications to get notified right away when I drop a new video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.